And we are live. Welcome everybody to Ask a Wizard. What do we got going on here? Hey Mark, how's it going? Eucelius. Congratulations, Mark. Welcome everybody to Ask a Wizard. If you'd like to get a live wizard reading, you know what to do. Thumbs up the stream, share the stream. That's how you qualify for the free wizard reading. When you do that, you need to let me know in the comments below that you've done so, and I will add you to the list to get you a live wizard reading for free at the end of today's stream. Today's stream is a fantastic stream because you're going to be learning some very powerful techniques, and we're going to teach you how to eliminate negative self-talk without meditation. You know, every time you look up this stuff, it's always like you need to embrace your inner self and like enlighten yourself and like release the negativity. No, screw that. We're not doing any of that crap here. We are going to give you guys a real technique, 4 different techniques that are going to just destroy negative self-talk. So that's what we're going to be focused on here today to help you out. Random Potato Owl in the chat, welcome. And we've got Akira popping off with the hello, Akira. Akira, I heard that your name might be Ocean Owl. Is this true? Let me know. If it is, maybe figure out how Potato Owl did it, because it makes it so much easier. Earth Lunar Mochi. I love Mochi. Hi, how's it going? Welcome. How are you doing? It is true. Awesome. Glad to hear. If you'd like to get a live wizard reading for free, please thumbs up the stream, share the stream, and let me know that you guys have done it, and we will get your readings on the list for today. And we'll be getting the lecture started right now. I'm so excited that it's Friday. I don't know why I quit my job. I only do freelance work now, and I do this. This is my entire living, but it still feels great to know that the weekend is here. I enjoy it. Maybe it's because it's only week 1, and I've been working just as hard as usual because I'm moving and whatnot, so that's probably what it has. I flew to Orlando today. Nice. What was that like? Are you staying there, or are you just popping in, popping out? I've heard that it's interesting in Florida. How are things going? Hit and miss, right? Did you check out Disney World? I heard it's open again. That's cool to hear. I'm a fan. Oh, don't you do it, sticky note. Don't you do it. Good boy. All right. I'm not going to be able to read my headlines later if I don't have my sticky note. All right, so let's get the lecture started. Here we go. How to eliminate negative self-talk without meditation. I did all the steps. Can I have a general reading, please? Absolutely. All right, Random Potato Owl, we'll get you on the list here. Let's go. Random Potato, you are on the list. Rando Potato Owl. Boom. You have been listified. How are you doing, Evil Owl? Welcome. All right, here we go. How to eliminate negative self-talk without meditation. You may have seen, if you go online and you search anything about getting rid of negative self-talk, it's all just this hippie, you gotta eliminate your emotions, man. You gotta eliminate and focus on them and just let them fade away. And it's a meditative state. I'll show you how to align your chakras. And that's just nonsense, okay? I mean, yes, can learning some basic meditative techniques help? Sort of. Yes. Is it the most effective way to accomplish eliminating self-talk, negative self-talk? Absolutely not even close. And so what I'm going to do is instead give you the wizard way of handling these things. This is just straightforward, to the point, instant results. We want to start transformation instantly. You shouldn't have to sit around and master some Zen monk's technique for releasing your attachments to the world. First off, don't release your attachments to the world. You're part of the world. Do you want to release attachment to yourself? Of course not. You're a soul. You're a human being. You have value. Don't fall for nonsense, silly rhetoric. This balance, and we're all just part of a flow. No, that's not true at all. There's good. There is evil. There's morality in the world, and you get to choose which side you're on. So let's crush some negative self-talk. First things first. This is a material approach. This is straightforward. This is like the workout technique that you want to apply. Whenever you catch yourself using negative self-talk, you want to use what I call the overload method. So as you realize, oh shoot, I'm giving myself negative self-talk, you have to then say, I have to tell myself 10 positive things for every one negative thing I just said. You have to start doing that as a pattern of behavior, and that's going to start beating the nonsense out of your head. It's really annoying to do. You don't want to sit there and think of 10 positive things, especially when you're telling yourself negative things. And so it makes it even more effective because you're like, oh gosh, here we go. And you'll stop doing the negative self-talk less, but more importantly, what this is going to do for you is you're going to be able to knock out the shelf space of this negative thoughts. You're going to be loading up your shelf space with positive thoughts instead. And so that's the overload method. And it's very effective for basically a short-term fix. I don't know why I messed that up. Think of it like the duct tape of our solutions here for today. It's not something you want to use as your full-blown technique. That's the be-all, end-all. This is something to use in the moment to catch yourself throughout the day. Now, the second one, hey, how's it going, Cameron? Or Carmen, how are you doing? If you'd like to get a reading, thumbs up the stream, share the stream. That's how you qualify for that free reading. All right, so the second technique here is a little bit more esoteric. This is a more feely emotion thing. And so what this is telling you is when you have that negative self-talk, we want to catch ourselves and say, okay, I hear you saying some pretty negative crap right now. Let's talk. I want to negotiate. I don't like you talking about me that way, but I want to hear you out. Why are you saying that about me? And discuss that internally with your mind. When you hear yourself saying, man, I'm so stupid, say, hey, look, what the heck? You're calling me stupid. I think that's rude. You're making me feel like crap. But why do you think I'm stupid? And you're part of me, so do you think you're stupid too? Come on, let's talk. And figure out what the source is, because a lot of times your subconscious is using that painful language because it feels like you're ignoring it when it doesn't use painful language. So it gets into the habit of saying, well, if I need to get your attention, I have to say mean things. And so that's where that pattern can arise. So by stopping it, letting your subconscious know, I don't like you saying that. It's rude. It makes me feel like crap. I'm happy to listen to you if you can say it in a better way. Your subconscious will actually start to listen if you begin to negotiate with it in that way. That's part of Carl Jung's individuation process. I highly recommend checking that out. It's pretty advanced stuff, but that's what we do with paracosmic sessions. You don't have to learn all this stuff. You can just have a wizard do it for you. Hey, Shadow Owl, how's it going? Sorry, I got your name wrong earlier. And so that's the second technique. We've covered the spot fix. This is the overload method. And then you have the negotiation technique that we just taught you right now. The third technique you guys have heard me bring up before. This is just something great to start doing, but it's very helpful for negative self-talk too. And that is what I call the win journal. I know it is, Evil Owl. How are you doing? So the win journal is writing down all of your successes that you have when you have them. And just write them down in a journal, like literally a list. So when you feel negative self-talk arise, first you do your negotiation techniques and then reference your physical written win journal and say, look, here is all of the wins that I've had in my life or that I've written down. I've succeeded a lot of times on a lot of things. And by referencing that for your mind, you're reminding yourself that sure, you messed up now. Sure, you made a mistake right now, but you've also succeeded a lot too. And that's very important to have. It's a very powerful tool, and it's a great technique to start working on. And then the final one, this is eliminating it at the source. This is, you just have to do this. If you want to start getting success, you've got to cut off the toxic sludge sources of data. If you are pumping your brain with the flashing boxes every day that are telling you hate yourself, you suck, you're disgusting, feel afraid, feel disgust, feel hatred, feel fear, and trying to corrupt you and make you just a horrible, terrible person. That's what this whole machine, this whole AI system is designed to do. It's very evil what it's doing. If you keep putting negative crap into your head, there's a reason why the algorithm shut down my content. You guys have seen it on TikTok. I have 409,000 followers on TikTok. I posted a video today. It got 76 views. They're hiding the content for a reason. They do not like content that is positive, supportive, and empowering. They want you feeling weak. They want you feeling afraid. They want you feeling awful. And that's not good. That is bad for your brain. So start cutting off those negative supply chains. If you are trying to watch negative crap on YouTube, watch happy stuff instead. Swap it out for some funny, cute puppy videos. If you are feeling compelled to read horrifying articles, read the news, pick up a book instead. If you're going to listen to some scary, terrible politics podcast, go listen to music instead. There are avenues out of the horror, and you don't need to keep pumping them into your brain. So that is the 4 techniques that I would recommend for you guys for eliminating negative self-talk without having to do any hippy-dippy meditation crap. The overload method, the negotiating with yourself method, using a wind journal, and start cutting off the toxic sludge from the screens. That is the 4 techniques for you guys today. I hope it helps you out. I hope it gives you some insights, and we're going to move on to the jokes and some live wizard readings. If you would like to get a live wizard reading, all you need to do is thumbs up the stream, share the stream, and when you do, I will add you to the list, and we'll get your reading started in just a moment. Evil Owl says, ha ha ha. Hello, Evil Owl. How are you doing? I only do the negative things when I screw up. It's not all the time. That's good. Yeah, and so I think just readjusting the language. You know, I've found for myself to be very effective of reminding him, hey, you are me too. So when you say you're stupid, you're calling yourself stupid. What the heck? You stupid? Why should I listen to you? That kind of thing. Very effective technique. Do you want to know what is in my beakers? Is that English? Carmen says, everyone. Hello, Carmen. How are you doing? Also known as Shadow Owl. Shadow Owl, apparently there's a way to change your name now that Evil Owl knows that I don't. Thank you very much, Shadow Owl. Hey, Random Potato Owl. All right, sweet. I think I'm all caught up. Can I have a bleeding reading, please? Absolutely, Evil Owl. We'll get you on the list. Evil Owl is on the list now. I told Alex about the names of the owls that joined yesterday. Random Potato Owl, Evil Owl, and gosh, we had one other owl that joined. And she's like, that's a wide range of personality types for owls. I was like, I know. It's pretty awesome. She loves all the different owl names. I would love a reading if possible. Absolutely. MH. Very simple name. Very simple reading, I would assume. Boom. All right. Got you on the list. By the way, if you'd like to support the stream, I use negative self-talk every day. The stream helps a lot. Awesome. I'm glad that's part of why I do what I do. I want to help people out, and I'm a wizard. I want to help you get through your hero's journeys. I can't help you change your name. Ooh, is that a threat, Evil Owl? What was I gonna say? If you want to support the stream, you can throw some money in the tip jar. I'm doing this full time now, so you can go to paypal.me/askawizard and throw some money in the tip jar. That is the best way to support me. Also, patreon.com/askawizard if you'd like to do some ongoing support, which is amazing and greatly appreciated. All right, and if you do the paypal.me, write a note, I will write it down and we will read it on air once we have enough of those in the mason jar, and I do it in a very fun and magical way. So if you're interested in doing that, it will be here and of course saved on YouTube forever so you can share with your friends. All right, so here's the setup for today's particular jokes. No, I said I can help you. Oh, I got you. All right, Evil Owl. So, every time I see Evil Owl, I just imagine the evil villain with the weird nose from Phineas and Ferb, the doctor. What's his name? Doofenshmirtz. Is it Doofenshmirtz? I used to love Phineas and Ferb. That was like one of my favorite shows. I have a Perry the Platypus still. Like I think he's a legend. All right. So this particular headlines for today, just so you guys know, Random Potato Owl says, whoa, What's going on? What are we woeing at? I don't know. I need to know. So I do contract work as digital marketer. In the past, I was doing digital marketing, and I quit my job, and I am moving to the country at the end of next week. We are going to be going on a road trip and buying a homestead and growing our own food. I also do freelance work, which is I literally make money spells. Now, you might be saying, like, what the heck, Tyler? I thought you went into Wicca. You're not a Wiccan. I'm not at all. So I want to explain. What I do is I write words, i.e. I spell, and I spell words out, and they make people money. Now, what's the catch? It's called copywriting, all right? So copywriting is the art of writing that produces sales and results for companies. And so to do that, I have to research different groups. So for example, our client here is looking at a meditation app. So I need to go and find people who do meditation. I need to figure out what they say, what they do. And so I go and I get involved in their communities and learn the language that they use. And then I use their words to write copy that makes people buy products. And so that's copywriting in a nutshell. It's pretty awesome. I enjoy it, and I think of it as literally as a wizard activity of writing spells, because I'm making people actual money spells. I'm writing words down that make them money, and I enjoy the art a lot. That being said, I had to dive into some of the hippie sides of Reddit, and I have collected some fantastic headlines that I'd like to discuss with you guys today. These are some topic starters that I found, and I wanted to let you guys get a little glimpse into what I'm dealing with. Random Potato Owl says yes. Random Potato Ocean Owl says no. What about the three-fold rule? Not sure what you mean by that. Oh God, not another cupcake. Doofenshmirk Evil Incorporated. I got another cupcake. I can say that I have gotten 4 hours of sleep each night, which is an hour more than I usually get. That is not good. That's not good at all. I don't know what we're debating, but we're gonna move forward. Okay. So, headline topic number 1. Here we go. Reading into the forms of the spirituality, we're diving along, and we come across this lovely headline. My body is like vibrating differently right now. I feel like my body is like electric and tingly. Kyle, you need to lay off the highball energy drinks, okay? Clearly. So that was one headline that I snatched up from my research today. Let's see some other ones here. Can someone pray for me? I don't know. Can they? I wanted to type it so bad. It would be the meanest thing I could imagine, because it's such a sweet and sincere question. And I wanted to just go and pull the classic garbage teacher move. I don't know. Can they? It's so bad. It's so bad. How do I become enlightened? I don't know. Typically, I flip a switch. In a pinch, I'll light a candle. And those are my 3 snippets that I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. Great job. These jokes are amazing. I need to say these to my friends. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. You totally passed for a surfer dude. Thank you. I've lived in California my entire life, so I really know what they sound like, because unfortunately they're everywhere, and they like to let you know that things are really, really insightful if they aren't. Have you ever thought how we always open straws? But what happens to the wrapper? Why do we wrap the straw if we're just gonna throw it away? Right? No, Kyle. We put the wrapper on so that you don't get germs on the straws when you place them in your mouth. That's true. all right. And then they just move on. You're just like, ah, I shouldn't have to think this through for you, Kyle. And then he talks about his love for dolphins. And you just have to accept it. You just have to accept it. It's really a shame. It really is. And that's why I'm moving California. No, that is not. All right, let's get some live wizard readings going up in here. We've got Rando Potato Owl. Random Potato Owl, you are up next. It is time for your reading. Oh, random. Oh, and 4 hours of sleep is an improvement. It's an hour more than I usually get. Good job. You're making progress. Keep it up. Yes. Yeah. So basically, they're not exactly headlines. They're what's called in copywriting a swipe file. So basically what you do is you go into like communities and Facebook and Reddit and all the places that people that are going to be buying the product hang out. And then you copy different oh, they're talking about this. Oh, this is the language they use. And you copy those words and put them on a big piece of paper. It's actually a very magical experience writing copy. You basically are trying to channel the person who would be buying your product. You're trying to embody their words and then use that in your language for writing. And it's quite awesome. And very beneficial for companies, because what ends up happening is they'll go write their own copy and they'll make maybe 100 people show up. They might get, let's say if they did a really good job, one of those 100 people would buy their product on a website. With good copy, you can get that up to about 3. And so if you're talking about a business that is sending 10,000 people, you just 3x that money, and it's a huge deal. And the bigger the company that gets, the more powerful that percentage increase is. And so that's why it's paid very well, and it's a great skill to have. I highly recommend working on it. It's hard to acquire, takes time, takes effort, but it is very useful. I don't know. I want random. Well, then you do know. What you want is a general reading. Let's do that. All right, let's go. Do. Oh, random. I went through a spat where I started just critiquing other people's copies on my business channel. It was quite fun. I was just mocking Starbucks' ad copy because I was so mad at them. I was like, your ad copy could be so much better. And I'm like mentioning them on Twitter, and I'm posting YouTube videos at them. And I'm like, how could you miss this? How? I was so mad at Starbucks. And it was quite a fun time. Maybe I'll get back into that at some point. Copy critique was quite fun. But, it was mostly just for entertainment, and it's not the best image, I think, from a job perspective of like, oh crap, is he gonna crap on our copy? Maybe we shouldn't hire him. But I love doing it, so who knows? Maybe it is the good move. We'll find out. Looking into the past here, Random Potato Owl. Let's get Plato in here. Looking at the past, we see the Queen of Pentacles popping up for you. So the Queen of Pentacles is about patience with the material. So what this represents is being in a situation where we are trying to get results. Now, keep in mind, this is the past. We've been trying to get results and working hard, but we're not seeing the physical manifestation in the real world. It's a painful experience because it feels like, I don't want to have to wait, but you're trying and you're working hard and you keep pushing forward. It's just not giving you the results that you're looking for materially. Now, what's good to note is the Queen of Pentacles also is a good card. Even though you're having to be patient with the material results right now, it's important to note this doesn't mean nothing's happening. Your hard work is paying off. You're just not able to see that yet. And so all this is saying is, hey, keep sticking with it. You're going to get through this. Keep being patient. And the work is happening. Your work does matter. It does produce results. Don't get crazy in your head. Keep pushing forward. And so that's what we see popping up in the past. Walking into the present, seems like it still hasn't passed out yet. No, I've got to go. No problem at all. Random Potato Owl, we'll finish up your reading here in just a bit. So we got the Six of Pentacles, and if you have to leave right now, that's perfectly fine. You can always go back and rewatch this as well. So the Six of Pentacles is about a grind in the material, and so this is saying it still isn't panning out. You're still working hard, you're still grinding, and you're not getting the results you're looking for. This is a frustrating time, and this is all angling up here. It looks like we might be being tricked right now. We might be being put into a trap, and so we want to be careful with this. Because the next card, hi, remember me? Shank, yeah, I remember Shank. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. The next card we see lining up here is the Devil card. So the Devil card represents temptation. This is saying that, and this is very common, is the Devil situation, the temptation situation that occurs is all about getting in a situation where he wants to make things difficult. You want to feel like your work isn't working. He wants you to feel exhausted and tired and be like, oh, I just want something to work. And that's when he steps in and he's like, hey, I could make things way easier for you. You just have to compromise on your principles a little bit, but I can make it all work. You want some help? Why don't you ask me? I'll help you out. No problem. We'll make you super successful. You just, need to compromise a little bit on what you believe is good. Don't fall for that. Do not fall for that trap. Don't get sucked in. It's so common, especially if you're in art. This happens all the time. Do not fall for the temptation. Get through this time, Random Potato. You're going to be able to get through this, Random Potato Owl. You can crush. And so don't fall for that trick. Just keep grinding and get the results. Even if you don't get the same level of results as the temptation is offering, at least you get to look back and say, I got this myself. I earned this myself. I built this myself. And that's a very powerful place to be. So that would be my recommendation for you, Random Potato Owl. I hope that helps you out. Hope that gives you some insights. And we're going to move on to the next reading. Next up on the list is Evil Owl. He's an evil owl. Evil Owl in the chat. What up, evils? How you doing? Anything in particular you're looking for insights on? I'm gonna have to leave early. No problem at all, Shanks. That's perfectly fine. Bye, Random Potato Owl. Goodbye. See you later. All right. Ocean Owl, did you want a reading? I don't think I have you on my list. Let me know if you do. After Evil Owl, we have MH, and then we'll be done for the night. Unless we have some more readings that come on in, let me know. Let me know. And while we are waiting here for Evil Owl to respond, if Evil Owl has fallen, let me know. Perhaps he has been defeated yet again by a platypus that is very enthusiastic. Yes, please, if you don't mind. Absolutely. We'll get you on the list, Ocean Owl. Ocean Owl, you're a legend. Ocean Owl in attack mode. Just imagine an owl just riding a giant wave, looking for a life rating. All right, it seems Evil Owl has managed to defeat the illustrious platypus, but for how long? Let's find out. All right, let us begin. Oh, very nice, very nice. Look at this. Looking at the big picture, gotten ones for days. You're looking good. Let me guess. New adventures ahead of us. Life is good. Life is new. You're doing good stuff, and probably a lot of big decisions being made right now, right? Looking into the past, we've got the Page of Wands for you. The Page of Wands is about inexperience with principles. So what this is saying is, how about an owl with snakes in its beak? Old dream. Ooh, very interesting. I can definitely do a dream interpretation for you. I'll do that in just a bit. I have to go. See ya. See you later. I'll see you later, Shanks. So the Page of Wands is about the inexperience with your principles. So this is saying that you don't really have any solid foundation yet. This is kind of just the very beginning phases. The only principles we really hold on to are like what we've learned from our family and our friends, but we haven't really developed any of our principles. We haven't sought them out on our own yet. And so we see that showing up here in the past. Now, walking into the present, we see that maybe we want to go on that adventure. This is the beginning of a new adventure. That's the Fool covering your eyes, about to walk off the cliff and begin your new adventure. And that's where we find you at right now. Now, keep in mind, when you start a new adventure, there's ups and there's downs. It's not all positive and sunshine and rainbows and flowers. There will be good things and there will be bad things, and that's okay. You don't need to worry about that. What you need to worry about is that you are going on a journey to transform yourself and become something better than you were before. And so that's what this is all about. Is that sounding accurate for you, Evil Owl? Let me know in the comments below if that's sounding on point. And if not, that's perfectly fine. Just let me know and we will adjust accordingly. How about an owl with a snake in its beak? All right, so the owl is the symbol of the wisdom. And then the snake represents deception, the hidden sin, the temptress, the tempter, the great deceiver. So if you're having a dream about that, it's telling you that your wisdom is giving you the, if you're watching this, Alex, I got your message. I'll see you soon. Your dream is telling you that your wisdom gives you the skill to slay those who can deceive you and tempt you. So seeking wisdom and the truth, logos, Christianity, Christ, that's the truth, the logos. If you seek that out, it gives you the power to slay temptation. So that's what the owl and snake metaphor would mean from a dream interpretation. I haven't heard anything from Evil Owl, so we're going to move forward assuming this is accurate, and we're going to move on to the next steps. So what this is showing up for you here, Evil Owl has now popped into the chat and says, no. Okay, no what? Where are we going wrong here, Evil Owl? Give me some input here, and I will try to adjust accordingly. Where are we missing the mark? By the way, while we wait for Evil Owl here, I'm missing the mark. I just realized that's funny based on your name, Evil Owl. That's a good one. All right. If you'd like to support the stream, if you'd like to support what I do, you can go to paypal.me/AskWizard and throw some money in the tip jar. I greatly appreciate it, and it helps me keep doing what I'm doing. And the support is greatly appreciated. Evil Owl, are you here? Evil Owl, can you make a noise for me? Oh, Evil Owl. Evil Owl has said that they are not at the beginning of a new adventure. They are not starting one, and it has nothing to do with their principles or beliefs so far. Or am I wrong there? Or is it just something that's a little bit off? What's going on? Let's hear Mr. Evil Owl. The present. So you don't feel like, so the past is correct. We haven't really established our principles yet, but it doesn't feel like we're beginning a new adventure right now. Let's get some more insights then on the adventure, see if maybe we can get a little bit more context. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so we have another major arcana that pops up. So this is the moon. So the moon is about engaging with the subconscious. This is about getting conflict with a hero's journey, which is what this is about, but it's the hero's journey of the subconscious. So this might be going on beneath the surface. Have you been having like strange dreams, for example, odd occurrences, synchronistic events? Just if you ever find yourself in a situation you're like, is this even real life? Like, what is going on? This is absurd. Why is this happening? That kind of stuff. That's what the moon card represents. And so that's the hero's journey, but it's the hero's journey of the subconscious rather than the self-aware conscious mind. And it typically expresses itself in strange phenomenon. And it's a good thing to be happening because it means that you're having transformation under the surface, and that's what helps you transform completely. And this is what Carl Jung would call like shadow integration, for example. And so is that sounding more accurate for you, Evil Owl? Is that giving you some insights? Let me know. Let me know in the comments below. Oh yeah, that is a quality neck pop. I enjoy it. We used to have a gag that every time I popped my neck, I'd lose one person for every pop. But it doesn't seem to happen here anymore. Evil Owl, are we sounding more accurate? Let me know. By the way, after Evil Owl here, we're going to have MH. MH is up next. If you would like to get a reading, MH, you are up next. Let me know in the comments below what you would like a reading about, and we will begin your reading in just a bit. All right, haven't heard from Evil Owl yet, so I'm going to assume that this is sounding accurate. We're going to move on to the next steps. So the next steps that we see here is the Two of Wands. And so this is a classic. If you haven't really thought through your principles yet, hey, Blake, how's it going? How's it going? Any room for more readings? Absolutely, Blake. You just need to thumbs up the stream, share the stream, and that will qualify you for a free reading. Also, you can get a paid reading by going to paypal.me/askawizard. Throw some money in the tip jar, whatever you think a reading is worth, and the support really helps. Evil Owl has confirmed it is accurate. Glad to see that. So the final thing that we see here for you, Evil Owl, is the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands typically shows up when we're inexperienced with their principles. My goodness, I'm just getting blown up on every social platform right now. And what this is telling you is you need to make sure that the choices that you make, you get to make the decision here. You can choose to go with what the world wants you to do, or you can choose to follow the path that you know is true. And the hero's journey is about finding out what you know is true. When you go on a hero's journey, you find truth. You're going to face conflict on that hero's journey, and the conflict is typically a choice. Do we follow the ways of the world, even though we know it's wrong, or do we follow what is true, and that's the path of Christ? That's truth, the light, the way. So that's the crossroads ahead when you're going on your journey. This happens on small scale and big scale, and that is what to be on the lookout for. Evil Owl, I hope that helps you out. I hope that gives you some insights, and we're going to move on to the next reading, which is MH. Let me catch up with these thousands of chats we got on here. Let's see. Blake says, hey, can I get a reading? Absolutely. Let's get you on the list. Blake is on the list now. By the way, if you do donate to PayPal, please let me know. It doesn't give me notifications anymore when I go live. I don't know why. It's quite annoying, but it is the way that it works. Can I have a reading, please? I asked before, but I don't know if you saw it or not. I did not eat Earth Lunar. I am sorry about that. I'm not trying to be rude. I am sorry. No, that's not rude at all. I totally missed it. I apologize, Earth Lunar. Let's get you on the list. You are there, bud. Anything? How about the dream? Awesome. All right, we'll continue with that. MH. Evil Owl says yes. Hey, what up, Fire Owl here? I don't know if you remember me, but I just joined the live. Awesome. Welcome, Fire Owl. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. By the way, we have a digital form. If you have an owl name now, you can sign up on askawizardmagic.com. There's a link. I think it says either book club or it says Parliament of Owls, something like that. At the top, if you click that, there's a form to sign up, and it will digitally put your owl name on my list. So that would be the best place to go to get a record of it, because we have so many owls now. It's kind of crazy. I can't keep them all in my head. It's quite unfortunate. I wish I could, but yes, that is the place to go. All right, let's get MH's reading going. He's looking for a general reading, particularly about the dream. So we discussed earlier, MH had a dream that was regarding an owl eating a snake. Symbolically, that represents using wisdom to slay temptation. This is what Christ gives us. You know, we are able to contend with Satan through the access of the Logos. The Logos gives us more power than you could possibly imagine over the forces of evil, and that's what that dream would symbolically represent. Now, let's see what it might mean for you on the individual. Let's take that into context and move forward. Looking in the past here, we've got the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is about patience with knowledge. So we see you going through a process of learning, gaining wisdom, and overall just taking your time and not really rushing into anybody's ideas. This is a really great and mature mindset to have. This is the kind of thing where you're not going to just get wrapped up and be like, my opinion is right, everyone else is wrong, and now I'm stuck in my ways, and then you don't learn and grow. Instead, you're saying, hold on, I'm not going to say I'm right or wrong. I'm not going to say you're right or wrong either. Instead, I'm going to take my time. I'm going to study the great minds. I'm going to see who's the best argument on your side, and I want to see the best argument on my side, and then I'm going to make up my mind. It doesn't mean that you are open-minded, which is not a very good thing. Most people say be open-minded. No, being open-minded is not the right terminology. If you're open-minded, your brain falls out and you die. Okay, don't. What you want to be is open to being wrong. Be okay with being wrong with evidence. You need to be given evidence to prove that you're wrong. So that expression, being open-minded, works if you have a logos-centered philosophical foundation. If you are familiar with the dialectic, for example, going into it saying, I could 100% be right and I could 100% be wrong. If you don't have that foundation and then you go in and you're just open-minded, it is not a healthy way to live your life. So just be aware of that. Now, walking into the present, we see that this intellectual pursuit in your life has actually led you into a really great situation. This is the Magician. This is saying that you have gotten into the situation now. That's how I think. I could be right, I could be wrong. Awesome. Glad to hear that that's sounding on point for you and giving you some insights, MH. So the Magician is saying you have your principles in alignment. You have a logical strategy to execute on your plan. You have the emotional energy and motivation for your plan, and you are now ready to act in the material world and execute on the plan. And that is a great place to be and a great opportunity to have. So that's where we find you at right now. Is that sounding accurate for you, MH? Is that giving you some insight? Let me know in the comments below before we move on to the next steps. And then after MH, we have Ocean Owl. Boo, 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 boo. Ocean Owl is the best. Yay. Woo, she's crushing. Woo. Yes, but scared to move on. Well, it's interesting that you say that, because as we look into the next steps, we see the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is a card that shows up saying that there's tons and tons of opportunity, but some of them seem good. Some of them seem bad. We're afraid of what could happen. We're afraid of the doors that could be opened and closed. And there is a lot of abundance all around. And so what the Wheel of Fortune is showing you is that while there are all these different possibilities, while some are legitimately better than others, what you need to understand is that not taking an action is an action. And if you choose to do nothing, then all of these opportunities don't get acted on. So make sure that first off, make sure the decision you're making isn't something that's a big, long-term, destroy your whole life kind of thing. If it is one of those, you're going to want to get outside help. You're going to want to talk to other people who care about you. You want to get professional opinions on those kinds of things before you take action on something like that. However, if it's just something like, if it doesn't work out, I'll just go back and do what I was doing before. It's no big deal. If it's that kind of situation, then what you want to do is instead go and say, okay, I'm just going to pick the one that feels right. It doesn't matter if it is. I'm just going to pick one, because if it doesn't work out, whatever, I just go back and do another one. And so taking that action is a better strategy than just sitting around doing nothing and trying to wait for the perfect situation for something that, doesn't really have any long-term consequences. No, it is a big decision. So if it is a big decision, what you want to do is 100% get outside counsel. Talk to people who have been through it. Talk to people who have tried to do it. Read books about people who have done that. Talk to people who love you, care about you, want the best for you, and have no bias either way. That would be my recommendation before making any big decision in your life, particularly loved ones, family, and friends. And that is the reading I have for you today, MH. I hope that helps you out. I hope that gives you some insights. Let me know in the comments below if that helped you out. And we're going to move on to Ocean Owl. Boo, 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 boo. Thank you. You're awesome. No problem at all, MH. Glad I could help. Ocean Owl. When you have time, do you think I could get a reading? Yes, indeed, Fire Owl. Let me get you on the list. The list of justice. I'm so surprised. Usually our Friday streams are pretty chill and not too many people show up. We're kind of crushing. I'm feeling good. I'm happy with the amount of owls that are flocking in. We're growing the flock, boys and girls. We're getting closer. We're getting close to that. Well, close. We're getting closer to that 1,000 owl goal. That's the dream. 1,000 owls that I know very well and are my friends and that I care about and want the best for, and I help them move forward on their hero's journey. We've got a little bit of the way there. Hello, Ocean Owl. Anything in particular you'd like a reading about? Let me know. Well, you said in TikTok that that this is the best time. Well, you said in TikTok that this is the best time. I'm not sure what that's in reference to, but best time for, not sure. What is today the best time for? There's a lot of things that's the best. Right now, if you're trying to get involved in like the material, like physical things, electrician, plumber, carpenter, trade skills, man, that is the place to be crushing right now. Your competition is shooting itself in the foot. To come get a reading because it's usually, oh, got you. Yes, this is the time and this is the place to do it. So welcome. I'm glad I was able to get you that reading, MH. And yeah, this is the Parliament of Owls. This is the infamous group that everyone calls cult members, evil, CIA, Illuminati. This is it. So I hope you brought your blood offering and donated your 33, 911, 666 Bitcoins. You know, that's how you got in here, right? No one just let you walk in, right? Make sure you're wearing a full robe. You gotta have the hood. You have to have the hood on or it doesn't count. You know, glad to hear it. All right, just a life reading. Sweet, let's go. Earth Lunar Mochi is given the lulz. Yeah, it's quite interesting. The facts that I learn about myself on the internet. It's quite interesting. Looking into the past here, Ocean Owl, we see the Page of Swords. So this is inexperience with knowledge. So what this is telling you is that in the past, you were put into a situation where we were a little naive, a little inexperienced, and we were kind of just walking through a new skill set and learning, but we weren't too insecure about it. We were actually able to take this path in life and say, you know, it's okay that I'm going to be a little goofy and make some mistakes. I'm just going to have fun with it. And so the lighthearted approach to that is great to see. That is a positive way to operate in your life and a lot better than that negative self-talk. And this is like a mini technique from the lecture for today. And Nema, hey, how are you doing, Nema? So this is a mini technique that you could also apply, which is allowing yourself the space to be goofy and wrong and just saying, hey, look, I'm okay. I might make a mistake here. That could happen. That's okay. I'm going to do that. And we're just going to have fun with it. And if you take that approach, that can help you a lot with your negative self-talk because you gave yourself permission for it. And so that would be my recommendation there for you in the past. Now, walking into the present, we see the Knight of Pentacles. So a bit of a shift. The Knight of Pentacles is about taking action in the material. This can also archetypically represent a guy coming into your life, typically someone who's wealthy and attractive in the material sense. So this is kind of like the, Batman, I guess, would be the kind here, but that would be more King of Pentacles, but a similar situation, a younger version. So more about the material attractiveness is the key there. Monetary value, power, that kind of stuff. Not so much power, that's more the spades, but that's the archetypical representation. On the individual level, what it means is taking action in the material. And so that's saying that you are in a situation right now to act in your life and start creating things in the real world. You can start to really make stuff, and you're creating real things, and you're not just thinking about it, you're not just talking about it, but you're actually doing it. And so that's a really great place to be, and that's where we see you at right now, Ocean Owl. Is that sounding accurate for you? Is that giving you some insights? Let me know. How you doing, Mr. Owl? Doing good? Glad to hear it. What would you do if, as I did that, it just turned its head and talked to me? What would you do? It's just like, but just his head. It would have to be just accurate as always. Glad to hear that that's sounding on point for you. Good to hear. So let's move on to the next steps. What we see is the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is about advancement in emotions. And so what this is saying is these actions you're taking are putting you on track to feel really good. This is a good card, by the way, a very good card. This is about happiness, your positive emotions growing, friendships growing, family connections growing. This is a very awesome place to be in life. And so it looks like the fact that you've allowed yourself a space to just, be goofy, make some mistakes, not care about it so much. And that's allowed you to start taking actions in the real world. It's leading you to a place where you're going to be in a much happier emotional state. And so that's what we see here for you. And I hope that that helps you out, Oceanel. I hope that gives you some insights. And we're going to move on to the next reading. Da-da-da-da. Hope that was helpful for you, Oceanel, and keep on crushing. All right, next up on the list, we have... Oh no, another issue of reading my own handwriting. Blake. Blake is up next. Blake, it is time for your reading. It gives me a lot to look forward to. Heck yeah, it does. It's that's what it's all about. I've noticed there's two kinds of people with magic. The majority of people with magic, it's I love magic. Magic's great, and then you get in front of an open mic and you bomb, and then they never do magic again. So that's most people that I've seen. And then there's the other people who they get nervous, and then they go and they do their open mic, and they're like, oh, I bombed. Wow, that was like way less bad than I thought it was going to be. Like, I could just go and do it again. It's not a big deal. And that's, when you can do that, that's when you really start to develop in any art form, because I don't care if I go out there and bomb. That's cool. It's fine. I can just do it again, and I'll do that until I'm good at it or not. Who cares? Like, it's just fun. I like doing it, that kind of thing. So getting in that mindset, very beneficial. Blake, is there anything in particular you were looking for insights on? And we'll get your reading started here shortly. Let me know in the comments below that you're here. And then after Blake is Earth Lunar. Blake says, my relationship with myself and relationship with other people. Absolutely. After overuse, can I show you how to change your name? Possibly. Depends on when Alex gets here, because I have stuff to do with her afterwards as well. We are packing for a road trip. Blake, my relationship with myself, but you can definitely DM me on Instagram, Evil Owl. That would be a good place. You can also DM me on Facebook. After all the readings, can I show you how to change? Yeah, I got you, Evil Owl. Yes. So, but potentially. My relationship with myself and my relationship with others. All right, let us begin. Oh, come on. Shuffle the cards, Tyler. I keep thinking that it's okay to just cut them. I need to get back into doing some good old shuffle-roos, because if you don't do the shuffle-roos, you just end up getting similar blocks all together. And then I just cut the same things. There we go. Ooh, okay. All right. Wow. Well, I'm going to go to sleep. I'm really tired. Have a great night, and sleep well, everyone. Thank you very much, Oceanel. You sleep well as well. Thank you so much. And I will see you on Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Pacific Coast time. And we also have a morning stream now at 10 a.m. on Facebook, where we do Tea Time with Tyler. It's pretty fun. So, Mr. Blake, it's looking pretty intense here right now. My goodness. Okay, so looking to the past, betrayal? Were we betrayed? Is it really hard for us to trust people because, we've been let down in the past? Because we got the Ten of Swords popping up here. So it's showing not the best experience, as you might guess, showing up here in the past. And this probably would stain our future of our friendships into the future, because it's like, man, if people can betray me like this, how can I ever trust anyone? How can I even trust myself? Because I was the person who befriended them. If I befriend people who could do that, what does that say about me? Like, there's a lot of negativity wrapped up in this one little kernel of information here. And then walking into the present, it seems like you're actually going with the correct approach, which I'm glad to see. Most people do not do, and that's the death card. No, it doesn't mean to go killing people, okay? Nor is it a curse, nor is it death in a negative way. What it represents is burning off the dead wood. And so what this is saying is you should eliminate the things from your life that are holding you back. You shouldn't have things that are bad habits that limit you, and that includes negative beliefs about yourself. Thank you very much, MB, for the message. I will check it out after the stream. And not limiting, including the stuff that you're using to hold yourself back. And so what the death card represents is saying, what are the negative things in my life that I can burn off, but not just destroy? We're using it to fertilize the ground so that better things can grow out of this. And so that's kind of where we find you at right now, is that transformational state. This is kind of the descent into the dragon's lair. This is the Ten of Swords, the confrontation with the great evil. And it seems like the transformation, the great fight, the final conflict is you where you're at right now. And that's the burning off of the dead wood of the past and making way for the future. Is this sounding accurate for you, Blake? Is this giving you some insights? Let me know in the comments below. And if not, that's perfectly fine. We will adjust accordingly until we are on point for you. I swear, I keep hearing Alex's keys on the door. Yes, but the betrayal is in my head. Yeah. Yeah, that's intense. And so that's why I think this death card really here, the death card here is really important, is that we need to burn off that negative mindset, that self-talk, that negative self-talk, kind of like what we're talking about today. You might want to, I don't know if you saw the lecture earlier, but we talked about 4 methods for conquering that negative self-talk. Because what it seems like is if you can eliminate that, if we can destroy those negative thoughts and replace them with more positive ones with the death card, the future looks very bright for us. We have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is a beautiful card. It's one of the most positive cards in the decks. And what it represents is abundance and material and joy in terms of relationships and family and friends. It is Alex. All right, I heard her. So the Seven of Cups is a great card to be seeing in regards to family, friends, and relationships. Alex is going to make a guest appearance. Here we go. Woo! Oh, look at that. My views. 50,000 live viewers. 100 million live. Wow, they dropped back down. What the heck was that? That was weird. I don't know what happened. All right. So the Seven of Cups is a great card to be seeing popping up here. And it's possible for you to achieve. You can have it if you burn off the negative self-talk and you just accept the fact that you're loved, that you're cared about, that there's people in your life that care about you, want the best for you, and you can feel confident in that. And so that's the path that it looks like you're on right now. Even though it's a hard time right now, you're going through the dark periods, you have hope on the horizon. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, as it were. So that is the reading I have for you today, Blake. Is that helpful for you? Is that giving you some insights? Let me know in the comments below. And if it is, let me know, and we'll move on to the next reading. If not, if you need any more clarification, let me know. That rings true. I'm glad to hear that that's on point for you, Blake, and giving you some insights. Yeah, man, you just stick through it. You got this. You're going to crush. I believe in you. You got this. Just watch this lecture. I think this lecture will be particularly helpful for you. It's got the information on how to start crushing negative self-thoughts. Negative self-talk. Next up on the list is Earth Lunar Mochi. And then we have Fire Owl. And that is our last reading for the evening. Earth Lunar Mochi. It's time for your reading. What flavored mochi are you? Are you Earth Lunar flavored mochi? Because it sounds like that'd be pretty terrible. It'd just be like a dirt flavored mochi. And I'm not a fan of dirt flavored anything. Except, I guess, coffee. I do like coffee. I almost did my coffee bit again. Now that I said it, now I feel like I'm compelled to say it. I like black coffee. I like the smell and I like the caffeine, but I don't like the bitter. I want to go to Starbucks and order. I'd like a black coffee without the resentment. It's a terrible joke, but it's fun to say. I like it. Mochi, are you here? Lunar Earth Owl and Fire Owl, are you here as well? Let me know in the comments below that you're here and what you'd like a reading about, and we will get your reading started shortly. I laughed. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. It is technically, as I explained to the jester, it is technically a joke because I did the unexpected thing. The double entendre. They were thinking one way, but I went another way. Double entendre. My relationship in my love life. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm still here. Awesome. Glad to see it, Fire Out, and welcome, Mochi. Let's get you a reading. I don't know what flavor my favorite mochi actually is, like what it's called, but I know my favorite mochi is the white ones. They're delicious. Just reading about life in school, maybe because I'm falling behind in some classes. All right, we will do that in just a bit, Fire Out. All right, Mochi, let's begin. Looking into the past here, we see the Hanged Man showing up. So the Hanged Man is about inversion. So this is saying in the past, things were a little upside down, a little topsy-turvy, things a little bit chaotic and crazy. Really wild time going on here in the past. And, you know, it's kind of like our whole world just kind of got flipped upside down. You're like, what is happening? This is crazy. This is chaos. What in the world? And a lot of confusion, a lot of uncertainty here. All right, good night. Good night, Brazy. I'll see you later. I don't even, how are you doing? I don't, did you comment earlier? Welcome. Or are you just lurking? That's cool too. I like lurkers, but welcome. And next time, let's get you a reading. You deserve one. So this is a upside down crazy relationship. What's interesting here is this, I'm not getting any of the vibes right now. It doesn't feel like the message that's coming through here has to do with relationships per se. It's more about the family. And so I think that what I'm getting here is we don't need to be so focused on the romantic relationship right now. I think the key here is just overall family dynamics. I think the love of the family, the friends, and our significant others too. But I think that this is a bigger picture love. This isn't just a eros. This isn't just a romantic love. This is a familial love. This is a bigger picture love right now. And so we see the inversion here of things becoming very chaotic and crazy. And this leads us to the Ten of Pentacles, which is actually a really, really great card. So the Ten of Pentacles means the completion of a material chapter in our lights. As you can see, a very happy picture indeed. And so I think the chaos that's actually occurring here is bringing your family and friends and loved ones together. You are being made stronger by the chaos rather than being hurt by the chaos. And while it is bringing about its own unique conflicts, I think that those are actually making you guys stronger in the long run, because you're learning to deal with each other more often. And that's a great place to be. Even if you're able to transmute chaos and uncertainty and inversion into happiness, joy, and families, you're in a really great place. And so that's where we find you at right now in your current situation. Is this sounding accurate for you? Is this giving you some insights, Mochi? Let me know. Every time I hear the word mochi, I just imagine squishing a mochi. They're so soft. Have you ever squeezed a mochi? They're ridiculous. They're ridiculous. I have no idea what. I've heard they're made of rice. I don't know how that's possible though, because they don't look or taste anything like rice. It's very interesting. I don't know how that could be possibly true. They're not like marshmallow texture either. They're similar to, like, imagine if a marshmallow was filled with jelly. That's the best way I can think to describe it. It's quite the experience. I highly recommend getting some mochi if you've never tried it. Yes, it is, and I've never tried mochi. You've never tried mochi, and your name Mochi is in your name. What is going on here? You got to fix that. My goodness. Okay. So, this is sounding accurate for you. So the next steps that we see is the Ace of Swords. So this is the beginning of a new intellectual journey. So I think what we see here, and as you can see, you got the crown on the top here. This might be where the romantic relationship part starts coming in, and this is about knowledge in the beginning of a new journey of saying, hey, I just like the name Mochi. Oh, that's nice too. That's a good name. This is the beginning of a new intellectual journey and saying, maybe what we're saying is, hey, my family relationship's going well, getting closer, even though there's chaos and uncertainty. Maybe I need to start thinking about my future and seeing what else is out there and how can I bring my relationship into the family as well and that kind of thing. And so you've got the family dynamic, you got your core, and more importantly, your family acts as a great resource when you're pursuing a romantic relationship to go and say, hey, what do you guys think? What's your opinion? Is this person nuts? Is this a psycho? What do you think? Is this good for me? They love you, they care about you, and they want the best for you. They're going to give you good advice. And so that would be my recommendation. Make sure you get multiple people, not just your family, though, because they might be a little biased one way or the other. And so make sure, uncles, aunts, cousins, family, friends, get a lot of people's input. A relationship is a big deal, and you don't want to just rush into one, and you certainly don't want to make that decision only considering your own opinion on the matter. Get outside sources. And so that would be my recommendation for you, Mochi. Earth Lunar Mochi. I hope that helps you out. I hope that gives you some insights. And we're going to move on to the final reading. Fire Owl in attack mode. Fire Owl and Ocean Owl. If we get Earth and Wind Owl, you guys can come together and be the 4 elements. And everything will be fine until Logan attacks. Yay! Avatar references. Woo! All right. I think Fire Owl already told me, but he just did it again. I just dealt out the exact same cards. I'm such a goof. I think Fire Owl already said what he was looking for insights on. I will look that up. Thanks so much. You really did. I'm glad I was able to help you, Mochi, and give you some insights. Evil Owl's dropping the devil faces. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Evil Owl's got some evil. Wow. Okay. Another intense... Wait a minute. This is literally the exact same cards. I shuffled the cards. All right, then. I guess we're going to have to go with it. What in the world? Fire Owl is up. Just a reading about life in school, maybe because I'm falling behind in some classes. All right, let's do this. Okay, that makes a lot of sense for why these would pop up then. Looking into the past here, we see Ten of Swords. So let me take a gander. This is the completion of knowledge, not until I attack. Okay, Evil Owl, good luck. I have a Remington shotgun. I fear nothing. I have a Remington shotgun and the Lord. I fear only him and nothing else. The Ten of Swords is the completion of an emotional chapter in your life. And so, what am I saying? No, it isn't. It's the completion of an intellectual chapter, typically associated with betrayal, feeling stabbed in the back. Overall, just being defeated by knowledge is another way of perceiving this, because the swords represent wisdom. And so just overwhelmed with wisdom and knowledge, typically and it holding you down and holding you back. And that's what we see here in the past. Now, it is the completion of that story, which is good. Walking into the present, we see the 9 of Wands. So this is attainment of principles. As you can see, he is weary. He's using his principles to support him, but he is still standing. So this is getting through that period. It's still rough. It's exhausting, but you did get through it. And so that's good to see popping up here. This is about the attainment of that principled standard. And what's good about that is if you got through the trial by fire, as it were, and got to the point where you're now standing on your principles and you, on a principled level, can get through your work, which is what this card is representing here, you're set up to start crushing and growing. And so that's where we find you at right now, Fire Owl. Is that sounding a bit on point? Let me know in the comments below. I don't feel pain. Then you should see a doctor. That's a serious condition, Evil Owl. You can literally die. Like, that's a really, really bad thing. I watched a documentary about it. It was horrifying. Horrifying. Like, I don't even want to mention it because YouTube might ban me. But let's just say, feeling pain is really, really, really important. Like, wow, is it important? You wouldn't even believe how important it is. It's horrifying what can happen if you can't feel pain. Yeah, it sounds really accurate. Glad to hear, Fire Owl, that's sounding on point for you. Awesome. So let's move on to the next steps. What we see here is a very happy light at the end of the tunnel, and that is the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups, as we mentioned earlier, is about confidence in relationships, confidence in friends, confidence in our emotions, and being surrounded by people who love us and care about us and want the best for us. This is a great card to see showing up. And for you particularly, the intuitive feeling I'm getting is perhaps what we need to do is find other people who are learning what we're learning, maybe like fellow students, for example, and make friendships with them and seek friendships with them and work together. And maybe they can help you with the stuff you're struggling in, and you can help them with the stuff that you know well that they might be struggling in, and form study groups. That might really help you out during this time, is to get a good group of friends that are all learning the same things and work together to study so that you can be more successful. So that is my recommendation for you. I hope it helps you out. I hope it gives you some insights, and I wish you the best of luck on your intellectual journey, Fire Owl. I know that you will keep on crushing, and make sure you make some time for friends. I think that that's important here, and ideally partner with some friends that can help you grow on your intellectual journey. And with that, that is our last reading for today and the last reading for the week. We'll be going live again Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Pacific Coast time over here on YouTube, 10 a.m. Pacific Coast time over on Facebook for Tea Time with Tyler, and we have a magic show on TikTok at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Coast time, Monday through Friday. MH says thank you for everything. No problem at all. Thank you guys all so much for joining. If you want to support the stream, you can donate 24/7 at paypal.me/AskAWizard. Throw a tip in the jar for the tip wizard and write in a little note. We will read it live when we get enough on here and do it in a magical way. Yes, it helps. Thank you very much. No problem at all, Fire Owl. Thank you guys all for tuning in. I will see you all on Monday. Have a great weekend and go out there and crush some negative self-talk. I'll talk to you all later. Totally put red. Thank you. I don't know what that means, but awesome. And Evil Owl says, no, not like that. No, I know. I was just teasing. All right. I'll talk to you later. Peace. Oh, Totally Pure in Montana. Oh, you're the person from Montana. You should DM me. We're going to Montana. That's like our first location on our road trip. Bye. Thanks for the reading. No problem at all. Yeah, we're going to Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming, and West Virginia. So the first place on our destination is Montana. We're looking to move there. Either Montana, the place that I just listed, and we're interested in buying land, setting up a homestead, and crushing it there. So yeah, we're going to check that out. All right, I will talk to you guys later. Have a good evening. Peace. No, I need to show you how to change your name. Did you DM me? Well, we'll figure it out at some point. Don't worry. You have my email, right? touchingonmagic@gmail.com. You guys can all email me there. That's a good place to do it. And sign up. Get your owl names officialized, and that makes it easier for me to reach out to you. All right. Talk to you guys later. Peace.